people love drama. So we'll do another live. So
Especially chicks with dyed hair.
Yes. Blue dyed hair. You best check yourself. Is the name of this one. So Trey and I going to Lowe's. Now, granted, this trip was because I fucked up today. So we had to go back to Lowe's, return some lumber, and get a bunch more lumber. We spent $1,000 at Lowe's today. More than 1,000. 2,000 the past 3 days. So my time is valuable to me because when I'm working, I charge money for that. So we walk into Lowe's, and here's my first quirk. It's not really a quirk. It's the bitch lied right to my face. It's been one thing she'd been like, "Oh, I'm sorry," but then she had to expound on that bullshit apology and lie, because I took in one receipt, and then the other shit she had to look up on my bank card. Like, I don't know where the receipt's at. Oh shit, give me that. Yeah. So it was for a couple $100, but I literally just told her I have to go back here and buy some other stuff. So I'll put that lumber back. So instead of giving me the cash back, which she could have, she put it back in my card, but she never had me insert my card into the machine or nothing. Like, so what about the almost $200? She's like, oh, it goes back in your card. I'm like, right now? And it doesn't. It takes 24 hours. So that depends on your bank. I'm like, well, why didn't you give me the cash back like it fucking... Because on the machine at Lowe's, it says in real big bold letters in 2 different boxes, return to card, return in cash, when it's a debit card. She told me it didn't say that. I'm like, bitch, I know for a fact it does. Well, I didn't see it, is what it turned into. So that's how we started the trip off. I'm just venting and bitching. I'll get to the more of the story at the end of all this, because there is a moral to it. So then I walked by these 2 guys that are workers there, bullshit. Me and Trey walked back to the lumber aisle, and then now at Lowe's, their lumber's just dick, and you got to dig through it. You've always had to dig through it a little bit. Not like now. You spend more time digging through it than you do finding the shit that you need, that you can use. So we finally dug through both piles of the shit we needed. We couldn't find everything we needed. So I walked over to the guys who were still there talking, and this has probably been 15 minutes. They were still standing in the same spot bullshit. And I said, hey man, if you send somebody over to get some lumber down for me. I said, just try to make sure it's not female. Why? Because I have my reasoning. That's a blanket statement, but not all females can drive forklifts, but then again, not all males can either. So that's my fault. So he's like, all right. So we stand around like probably 10 or 15 minutes. Okay? We stood around for 10 or 15 minutes. Nobody ever shows up. So I walk back up to the front, and I happen to see a manager. And I know his manager. And we're walking toward her. She stops and turns around. I'm like, ma'am. She says, yes. I said, hey, can you get somebody to come get this lumber down for me? And she's right there. She yells down the aisle. She says, hey, Chad, go get a forklift and go get some lumber down for this guy. And immediately the dude's literally huffing and puffing. What? Like it was so fucking hard to go get his fat ass on a forklift. So somewhere during this time, I've been talking to Trayton about how, like, the people they hire at Lowe's, everybody there, they must have wanted to be cops and didn't pass the IQ test. They want cops that had the lowest IQ test possible without being retarded. So the people at Lowe's are borderline fucking retarded. So then they do their whole thing. They block off all these aisles, and me and Trayton are tucked away in a little corner where we can't get hit. The dude asked us to move. Oh, are you fucking serious? This was after I didn't have his job and unloaded the racks of all the bullshit lumber. It's just to hurry things up along. I was in a rush. We're now 50 minutes into it at that point. It was about 45 or 50 minutes into it. The dude could not get the fucking lumber on the rack for nothing. Then he dumps the front stack of lumber off the forks. Then he didn't know what to do. He was fucking stuck. So after about a minute, I ran out there and grabbed 2 2x8s and said, there, drop it. And pull forward and pick it back up. So that's the fix. You ain't got to unstack. He was going to unstack the whole fucking stack of lumber. Then he can't get it on the rack. And I'm trying to tell him what to do. He's like, oh, it's because it's stacked wrong. I said, no, it's not stacked wrong. It's stacked in a perfect fucking rectangle. You got to drop it, shift your forks, lift it back up. He fucking won't listen. So he finally almost gets it in there. And I'm like, lift it up. He's like, I can't, I'm hitting it. I'm like, it does not fucking matter that you're hitting it. Lift it up. It will be fine. I got frustrated and walked away because he wouldn't listen to me. So another 10 or 15 minutes goes by and some third dude walks up. He puts him on the fork truck. And in the meantime, I guess the bitch seen I was getting aggravated, blue-haired bitch, walks over and asks how my day was. I was like, do you really want to hear about it? Like, it was all right up until I walked into this fucking store. And I've been here an hour. I first started off some bitch lying in my face, which I don't appreciate. She could have just said, my bad, whatever. She could have made up any excuse in the world other than lie. And I know she's lying. I said, then you got fat fuck over here that can't drive a forklift. She's probably got mad because I said that. She was kind of hefty herself. You can't drive a forklift, won't listen to anybody that knows how to drive a forklift. But tell them how to do anything. And just so you know, I can drive a forklift. I'm better than the average bear on a forklift. Because I used to load racks that were 35, 40 feet tall with 2,500 pound rolls of wire on a 4-inch spindle and a 4 1/8 hole. So you had to be pretty, you got to get it right. Still ain't got to the moron now. I'm getting there. I'm working you up to it. And during this time I'm telling Trey, like, you know, I remember there was a time where you used to walk in the store and everything was faced. Like, none of these racks would be empty or just have a bunch of broken bullshit on that you can't use. You'd walk in Lowe's or even Home Depot, and the lumber racks would be fucking basically faced. They'd have all the trash out. You know, once a day they go through and drag all the trash off the top, everybody throws it in the bag. And you'd at least not have to sit there and dig through shit that's already been dug through that nobody wants. So I actually needed 2 bundles pulled because we went through literally 2 racks of garbage. And then emptied the 2 racks of garbage for them. Or hurry things up. So our 10-minute, 15-minute trip to Lowe's, 20-minute trip, I don't know, we got 33 boards, 11 2x8s and 22 5-corner board. But the dude, the fat dude, the first fat dude that, this is funny, because it took him about another 10 minutes for the other guy to go outside and get the second bundle. Where was the first fat dude at the whole time? Because he was down working in electrical or something, electrically. Or doors or some shit. Doors. He was right there, watching, along with crazy blue-haired chick. He was sitting there watching the point, not doing dick. But when they're all done, he walks over to us and says, would you like me to help you load your lumber? Like, nope, we got this. You'll just slow shit down. I didn't say you'll slow shit down, but that's what I was thinking. So I heard you had some complaints about me. So I guess fat girl walked over and talked to him when they were hiding. Bullshit. What she was not doing, mind you. Carol, hold on. I'll get to that in a second. I see, I got some complaints, man. I walk in, I got the bitch at the front desk behind you. I walk by you, I happen to notice you're standing there bullshit. I walk over here, I dig through all the fucking trash that's over here to get what I needed. Then I walked over to a guy who you were bullshitting with. You were standing there 15 or 20 minutes ago to ask you to call somebody to pull this lumber down. And then magically, when your manager shows up, you're the motherfucker that's supposed to be doing it. Oh, no. I was standing there with him, waiting on him to help him pull a door. So you can't pull doors off where they were standing at. They wouldn't stand anywhere by the doors. And the customer never showed up. I said, so let me understand this. Did you have a customer call ahead of time? I mean, what happened? Because I walked by, you were standing there. I walked over 15, 20 minutes later, you were still standing there bullshit. And you heard me ask him to call somebody to pull the lumber. And then magically, that somebody happens to be fucking you that's supposed to be doing it.
Not to say the dude that he was talking about that was sitting there trying to get the door off with, he was sitting behind us sweeping while they were trying to unload the wood onto the racks.
Right, so he wasn't doing that. That wasn't what they were there doing. They're standing there bullshit. So, I wish the world was the way it used to be. I really do. The world was so much better place where you could just beat the fuck out of somebody and walk away, and that kind of be the end of it. Now with all the tech and shit, you know, you want to catch a felony over a fist fight. Don't say that don't happen. Because I have a felony too over a fist fight. I was facing 8 years. I could have shot the dude and caught the same charge. But they bleed or they're I don't know if they got to go to the hospital or not. In Ohio, there's like a threshold. They have to bleed or get stitches or something. Go to the hospital, I don't know. But anyway, before the dude walks away, he told me I need to check myself. A motherfucker, won't you check me? You feeling froggy? You feel like I'm being checked? Check me, fat fuck. I forget what I said to him. I asked him, my train started laughing. I said, I'll beat your ass or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, let me shut up.
But it's not just Lowe's, man. It's the fucking world. You know, like I told Trey, the standard for any job has dropped whatever percentage. And the problem with that is that everybody in the room becomes just as fucking dumb as that standard is. If the standard's here, everybody's there, you don't work there. If the standard's here, everybody's that fucking dumb to work there. Because everybody's lazy. Like, it's frustrating. What time is it? What time is it right now?
It is 8:10.
We got a Lowe's at 6:30. It's 8:10. We're 10 minutes away from Lowe's. Was there for an hour and a half. An hour and a half. It took them fucking an hour to probably get those 2 loads of lumber down. But it's not just one time I walk in. This is every time we're in there. Up to the point that I'm not going back to Lowe's. It's about 10 minutes further to the Home Depot in the opposite direction. So, I'm not going back to that Lowe's. There's another Lowe's somewhere past in 20 more minutes. But at the same time, driving 20 minutes each direction out of my way, opposed to going in there and messing with these fuckers. And there's nobody in there that knows anything. There's one dude in that store that knows something. If you ask him a question, he could actually help you out. Otherwise, they just keep passing you around to people until somebody finally says, I don't know. But Josh works tomorrow. If you want to come in and ask him, Josh is the one dude who knows something about shit. I remember when Home Depot and Lowe's, they would hire electricians to work in the electrical department. And they did that so when people come in to do like residential shit, the electrician could tell them what they needed to do.
Like, I remember, like, when we used to go to Lowe's, like, not even here, it was all older men that worked there. There was no women, there was no young guys, there was all older men that worked there, and they knew what they were talking about every time. Every single time.
Now it's these young fucking blue-haired females, and it's these 20-year-old kids. That kid has worked there a year. I remember his first day at work.
It looks like he's like in his 30s.
He probably is.
He's probably like 30.
He's probably mid-30s, mid-30s.
Something like that.
But his first day at work, he was working there. And just pouring sweat standing there, right from smoking meth or something. And it's across the board. It's not just Lowe's. Like I said, it's fucking everywhere. You go to McDonald's and them bitches can't get a fucking a cheeseburger right. Go to McDonald's and order a cheeseburger, plain only cheese, and watch what happens.
Let's do it right now. Let's test it. Sorry, I'm being fat. I want a burger.
These idiots will give you a hamburger. Or give you a cheeseburger with ketchup on it. Cheeseburger and only cheese. What does that mean? That means I want a cheeseburger because if you add the cheese to a hamburger, it costs like exponentially more money. It's like double the cost. Plain, which means I want a cheeseburger with just fucking cheese. Go to Dunkin' Donuts. I want 11 shots of this and 10 shots of that. They won't even push the fucking bumper all the way to the bottom and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's a little half shit. Like they're in a rush to get somewhere. No, you know what it is? It's these fucking phones. anytime that they're not doing something, or anytime that they're both their hands ain't busy, they're on these fucking phones doing something. Everywhere you go. Watch the guy on the road. But I'm on my own time. I'm not on anybody else's time. And I don't know if it's just that everybody's gotten lazier. I don't know what it is. Because like when I go to work, I work. Trading's 16. He don't take breaks. 17. I'm sorry. When we go to fucking work, it don't matter if we get there at 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, if we get there at 10. Until we're done, we don't take a break. Ever. Have I ever? If you keep that recall one time where I've said, let's go take a break. Ever.
Not really a break. Maybe to go get a drink real quick if we don't have drinks. But that's it. That's pretty much it.
Right.
We don't take breaks. Like, we don't sit down.
I don't say, hey, it's been 2 hours. Time to take our 10 minutes.
Yeah, no. Like, that's after like 6 hours of us working. We go get drinks, come back and do whatever.
That's like 6 hours of us working and running out of drinks.
Yeah.
If we have drinks there, we won't. I'll send trading in to go get drinks.
Right.
Hey, go inside and get some drinks.
But that's like on the long jobs though.
And then he'll bring them out, and we'll take a drink, and we can continue working.
We have never taken a break and sat down at the job and ate and drank and sat there for 2 hours or whatever. We don't do that.
So I'm trying to instill those values in him, like work. You go to work, do whatever it is. Even if somebody else is paying you, do it to the best of your ability. Like, take pride in what you fucking do. Don't be some fat ass that wants to stand around and bullshit. Those pays like 16 or 17 bucks an hour now for people standing around playing their phones. And now they have the excuse, oh, I was on the Lowe's app looking something up for somebody. Shit, this is fucking, I'm surrounded by idiots. I need an island somewhere where it could just be me and my family. A couple other people. I'll let the guy that's buying the boat, the captain,
There's only one island I know of.
Or I'm not going to Epstein Island.
But it's known as...
Some Arab already bought it anyway.
Let me finish what I was going to say.
I already knew what you were going to say.
I was going to say that it's an island I know about, but it's not very good for kids. It's not friendly to kids.
Who knows what's going on there?
Who knows? A lot of traffic.
Probably not. That's probably why human trafficking is up so much. They can't get the fucking ones they got to do anything. Probably want to be on the phone all the time. I shouldn't have said that. That was terrible of me to say. But there's probably a lot of truth behind it. Just like these idiots. So I got a trailer behind me. My truck, a loaded trailer, that's obviously got no lights on it, right? So when this person nukes me in the ass, it's only my fault. Well, if I'm behind a trailer, I don't care what's on it. I don't follow it up close. You know why? Because I've seen lots of shit come off trailers. Motherfuckers don't give a shit anymore. They do not care. They will ride your ass. Shit blowing off the trailer, and they'll still ride your ass. I don't know. I guess I better check myself and dumb myself down.
Gang members shaking hands.
That's what it looks like, dude.
Yeah. Looks like a bird. After he told me that I see 2 cavemen sitting there shaking hands every single time.
Why don't you come show me? I can't find my way out of a paper bag, Sam. Please. I mean, my address is public, so there's no reason for you not to. I won't call the cops. I promise. People hate, it's the same thing. It's the same reason. Sam hating, right? He's doing it because he's behind a keyboard. That's why. That's become commonplace too. We can say anything we want now because we're protected by the internet. Because nobody will walk up and punch us in the mouth anymore. I got scars all over my head from fights. And you know what? You're actually kind of right. I lose more than I win. But normally when I have fought, it's been 7-on-1, 3-on-1, MMA fighter on one. But I bet you still don't show up to prove me wrong. There to prove it. If you want to call me a bitch, come show me I'm one. But the internet protects us. We can say anything we want. I thought that was Paul. Maybe bonfire tonight? No. No, I'm tired, bro. I'm wore out. We've been out in the sun for 2 days. And I'm wore the fuck out. No bonfires tonight. Tonight is going home and eating, chilling for a minute, then taking a shower, and then eating, hopefully.
Mom's doing laundry now, so she's not gonna be home for me.
That's alright. I can chill for a minute.
All we got is that chicken.
Well, lady whoop your ass, Sam. Bet money on it. But anyway, look forward to seeing you, Sam. Just honk when you get to the gate. I want my kids to come out there and open it for you. Probably gone now.